The universe began almost empty of complexity. Mostly hydrogen. Simple atoms drifting through darkness. Then gravity gathered them. Stars formed. Stars burned. Stars made heavier elements. Stars died. And in some of the most violent events in nature, dead stars collided. In a neutron-star merger, matter is torn loose under conditions almost impossible to imagine. Neutron-rich debris expands into space. In that debris, rapid neutron capture can build some of the heaviest elements in nature. Among them is uranium, ancient before Earth itself. Uranium is not born as fuel. It is not created for reactors. It is not waiting in the Earth as an energy product. It begins as ancient matter from a violent universe. Over time, that material spreads into the dust between stars. Some of it becomes part of new star systems. Dust becomes grains, grains become rock, rock becomes planet. Uranium was not waiting as a pellet. It was not even waiting as ore. It was a trace, dispersed through ordinary stone. Uranium is almost everywhere in tiny amounts. The crust carries traces of it. But trace is not ore. Ore is what happens when geology concentrates a hidden element enough for humans to pursue it. Water moves through rock, chemistry changes. Uranium dissolves, travels, and precipitates. Over deep time, invisible traces become deposits. Then, the human chain begins. Sometimes uranium-bearing rock is drilled, blasted, and hauled from open pits or underground mines. Workers enter the chain under protection. Helmets, respirators, gloves, monitoring procedure. Sometimes the mine is stranger. In situ recovery. The ore body is left underground. Wells are drilled into uranium-bearing formations. Chemical solution is injected into groundwater-bearing rock to dissolve uranium where it sits. The uranium-bearing liquid is pumped back to the surface. The mine becomes a circulation system. The aquifer becomes part of the machine. Extraction still does not make reactor material. It produces uranium-bearing rock or uranium-bearing solution. From there, the material enters a processing plant. At the mill, ore is crushed, ground, mixed, leached, filtered, and concentrated. What moves forward is a uranium concentrate known as yellow cake. What stays behind is tailings. Yellow cake is still not reactor material. It must be chemically converted, often into uranium hexafluoride, a form used for enrichment. Enrichment increases the fraction of uranium-235, the isotope most reactor designs are built to consume. It also leaves behind depleted uranium. Even then, the chain is not finished. The enriched material must be converted again into uranium oxide powder. The powder is pressed into small ceramic pellets. The pellets are fired, finished, stacked into metal rods, and assembled for a reactor. Only now does the familiar image appear. The clean little pellet. But the pellet is not the beginning of nuclear energy. It is the final object in a chain of cosmic violence. Geological concentration, mining, aquifer intervention, milling, chemical conversion, enrichment, waste labor, and custody. They call it fuel. They call the remains spent fuel. But the names hide the chain. When they show you the pellet, ask what had to happen before it fit in their hand.